Do y'all believe that the Democrats just might try to take my man out?
What?
Are they that desperate, y'all?
I say just about anything.
Thank you so very much, y'all, for stopping by. Y'all heard that intro. Y'all heard it. These are desperate times and desperate measures. The Democrats are getting desperate. Not only the Democrats, the crooked rhinos, the Republicans, they getting desperate too, y'all. Now, when you look at it from past history, when they start getting desperate, the Democrats, crooked politicians, what happens, y'all? What happened from past history? They start trying to eliminate people, okay, that they don't want into office. They eliminate them, okay. Look at Kennedy. Look what they tried to do to Reagan and other people. Eliminate them, okay. Assassination. Everybody knows that the far left and the rhinos, they hate Donald Trump to the core. They hate his blood. They hate his being. They hate his presence. They hate him to the core, y'all. So bad when they see him, they just start shaking. Nervous, mad, upset, convulsions. They hate him just that much. They don't want him to win the 2024 election. So what will they do, y'all? They will do anything necessary to keep him from being elected. Especially if all these indictments don't work. They're gonna have to come up with something, y'all. Something. Now, Tucker has it right, y'all. I'm gonna play a couple of videos, and I want y'all to make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do that for me, and don't be skipping because you're gonna be missing something important. Stop skipping, y'all. Please watch the entire video, okay? And go on over there to TimberlilyCreations.com. I got holiday mugs over there. Like I said, get your mug so you can drink your coffee or tea while you're watching me. Little old me. And go to CookingWithSandraFay.com. I'm going to be putting some holiday recipes over there for you to try for your family. All right? Moving this thing right along, y'all. Now, Tucker has been in the news recently a lot. You know, they don't like him either. They don't like him because, you know, he tells the truth. He speaks his mind, okay? He tell you what he actually thinks. He's not trying to be on nobody's side. He ain't trying to be on the right side or the left side. He's going to tell you how he feel about certain things. And you can like it or not, and he don't care. And you know what, though? I'm pretty much like that myself. I don't care what people think about me. But you know, anytime you don't agree with somebody, you know, you are a conspiracy theory, okay? You making up stuff for your own narrative. Well, heck, we can say that about them, the far left people. They making up stuff too for their narrative, okay? But they are weaponized with fact checkers, all right? That's what they do, fact checkers. Now here, right here from The Hill, it says Tucker Carlson, we're speeding towards a Trump assassination. Trump assassination. How many of y'all believe that? Put it on down there in the comment section. Conservative media personality Tucker Carlson predicted that former President Trump could be assassinated in a new interview days after he asked Trump if he's worried about such an outcome. Days. I think he was interviewed by somebody. Tucker was interviewed by Adam Carolla. I don't too much know anything about him. But it's a possibility, y'all. It's a possibility, okay? It's a possibility because that's how much they hate this man. Also from PM, it said Tucker Carlson made a bold prediction on Wednesday, alleging that the United States will either start a hot war with Russia or assassinate former President Donald Trump in order for Democrats to remain in power in 2024. During an interview with comedian Adam Carolla, who was a frequent guest on the Tucker Carlson Tonight on Fox News show, Carlson said that if the weaponization of the Justice Department against President Trump fails, if it fails, Democrats will undoubtedly take other actions to prevent Trump from retaking the White House. Other actions. Desperate measures. I believe it, y'all. I believe they will try to do something. I do. I believe it. Listen what Tucker says in his own words, okay? Listen to this right here.
What do you think the future holds? Is it...
I don't know.
I mean, are they going to let Trump be president?
No, of course. I mean, look, if, they protested him. They called him names. He won anyway. They impeached him twice on ridiculous pretenses. They fabricated a lot about what happened on January 6th in order to impeach him again. It didn't work. He came back. Then they indicted him. It didn't work. He became more popular. Then they indicted him 3 more times. And every single time his popularity rose. So if you begin with criticism, then you go to protest, then you go to impeachment, now you go to indictment, and none of them work, what's next? I mean, graph it out, man. We're speeding toward assassination, obviously, and no one will say that, but I don't know how you can reach that conclusion. You know what I mean? Like, they have decided, permanent Washington, both parties have decided that there's something about Trump that's so threatening to them, they just can't have him. I mean, they're putting him on trial in March of next year in the J6 case, which basically consists of trying to send him to prison for the rest of his life for complaining about the last election. That's literally what it is. Again, if this were happening in Moldova, the State Department would issue an all-hands-on-deck order to let the world know this is not a legitimate government. And yet our government is doing it. It's like it's really hard to overstate how bad this is. And I don't know where it's going, but there's a collision that's clearly imminent. And by the way, the president is senile in a way that's impossible to deny. Biden's not running the government, so like, I don't know, man. I've never been this worried about anything as I am about where this is going.
Y'all, I can't tell y'all how true this is. And you notice that he said both parties, okay? Not just one party, both parties are in on this, okay? Because like I said, there's some rhinos who don't want Trump to be president in 2024. They want to put their own man up in there. I don't know who their man is. I don't know if he's trying to run right now. I have no idea, okay? But definitely they don't want Trump. Why? Because Trump knows some things. He knows some things about them, okay? And Trump is going to indict all of them. He's going to get them. He's going to get all the crooked politicians that did, what to him. And what they've done to the people of the United States, okay? What they've done to that southern border over there. What they've done to all these food prices, making people suffer and struggle. They know that he's going to get them, okay, for all that stuff they've done. What they've done to the gas prices and the fracking and all that stuff like that. And to his wall. He's going to get them, okay? But let me continue on, y'all. But you notice, like I said, he said both parties. They tried to get him. They tried to get him on indictments. Couldn't succeed. Even though they still trying right now. But we know it's not going to concede unless you got crooked judges and crooked prosecutors. That's the only way it's going to succeed, And also, they tried to impeach him a bunch of times. That didn't work either. That failed. Okay. Moving right along. I'm telling y'all, something else. Okay, you got to ask yourself, okay, has Trump ever been, tried to be assassinated before? Have they ever tried to do this to him? Have they ever tried to assassinate Trump before? Okay. It says right here from Wikipedia, security incidents involving Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States, was involved in numerous security incidents, including assassination threats and attempts. The first known attempt occurred before Trump was official Republican nominee, before he was the official Republican nominee, y'all, at a campaign rally during the 2016 presidential election. So this happened before, okay? They did not want him to run. I don't know why they were scared then, back then. They said he couldn't win. They said he couldn't win. And that's where they messed up, because he did win, okay? When you're so confident that a person would not win, okay? You know, a lot of people vote for the underdog. That's with almost anything, you know, even in games, football games and stuff like that, basketball games. When people gambling, let's vote for the underdog, you know, horse racing, dog racing. That's what they do. That's what they do. Moving right along here. Oh, Lord, sorry. Sorry, y'all, about that. That's the devil right there trying to get me. Also, you notice that he says something about war. I don't know how war is going to help them to win an election, because people so mad at Russia right now. That could be it. People so pissed off at Russia, what they're doing with Ukraine. So Biden and Obama, let me say Obama, is going to tell Biden, let's start a war with Russia. That's the only way, you know, the American people is going to love us, because we're going to do Russia in. But most likely, y'all, Russia's going to do us in, because we gave away all our equipment, okay, to Ukraine to fight with. They're going to do us in, okay? They really are. Moving right along here. It said PM from PM. Tucker Carlson predicts Democrats 2024 playbook. This is a playbook. War with Russia or assassinate President Donald Trump. War with Russia. Listen what Tucker says about this. Pay close attention. I hope you're still with me. Hope you're with me now.
The problem with everything becoming, the problem with criminalizing politics is the people who do it imagine or know that it will be done to them. So once you start indicting your political opponents, you know that you have to win, or else they're going to indict you if they win, right?
Right.
And so they can't lose. They will do anything to win. So how do they do that? They're not going to do COVID again. I know everyone on the right's afraid they're going to do COVID and mask mandate. They're not going to do that. They can't do that. If they've already been exposed, that won't work. There's going to be, no, what are they going to do? They're going to go to war with Russia. That's what they're going to do. There will be a hot war between the United States and Russia in the next year. And
really?
Yes, of course. They want it anyway. I don't think we'll win it, but that's a separate analysis. But I think it's a political matter. They need to declare war footing in order to assume war powers in order to win. I believe that. And I think the evidence suggests that's true. So if you're worried about our politics getting like even more vicious than it already is, and people being hurt in our politics, which is entirely possible, you should be worried about the prospect of an open war. We're already at war with Russia, of course. We're funding their enemies. So we're fighting Russia. But I mean, an open battle with Russia where we say we're at war with Russia. I think that could easily happen. I think we could Tonkin Gulf our way into it, where all of a sudden missiles land in Poland. The Russians did it. Our NATO allies been attacked. We're going to war. I could see that happening very easily. So if you're worried about that, you need to put as much pressure as you possibly can on the Republican-held Senate to force a peace, which can be done. The United States could force a peace in Ukraine tonight. We're funding one side. There is no Ukrainian army outside of NATO. If NATO withdrew its support for Ukraine, Ukraine would crumble in a day. So we are the only power in the world that can bring both sides to the table to force a peace, which will be unsatisfactory as all forced peaces are. Like each side will give more than it wants, but that's the only option. Otherwise, I would bet my house on it. We are going to war with Russia. And of course, the stakes are everything.
Y'all think Tucker is going to lose his house? He said he bet his house on it. He bet his house that they're going to start a war with Russia. Don't lose your house, Tucker. Don't lose your house. I don't think he's wrong. No, I don't think he's wrong. He also said the people think that it's going to be COVID. Okay, the reason why. They're going to lock people in again. They think it's going to be COVID that's coming up. Reason why they're going to probably win, and lock people in. So they can use those ballots again. But no, I don't think so. I agree with him. It's not going to be the ballots because, people, that's what they expect. But they know right now. The Democrats know, Biden know, all of them know, the CDC know, all of them, hospitals, doctors, lawyers, judges, they all know that people's not going to comply this time. They not complying this time. Oh, no. You ain't doing that to us again. Okay. Already, y'all. They be fighting Russia. We already fighting Russia, y'all. We already fighting them. Okay? We're just a silent partner. We're giving Ukraine all the stuff they need to fight Russia. Y'all think that's right? You don't think Putin is mad? Putin is pissed off, y'all. And I don't blame Putin. I don't blame Putin not one bit. But he also said we all know that Biden is a puppet. Everybody know Biden is a puppet. We know who's running the show. Biden ain't got no sense. His wife ain't got no sense. We know Kamala ain't got no sense. We know the other people. We know Mitch McConnell ain't got no sense because, heck, he had a stroke on live TV twice, 2 times. Y'all, there should be an age limit. There should be an age limit when people can be in office. I think he's, 83, 85 years old? That is too old to be trying to run something, okay? Too old. Your mind ain't sharp. We need people with sharp minds, okay? Maybe in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Sometimes 60s, maybe, just maybe, okay? But when they start getting like 70 years old, you just might, unless that person is sharp as a business owner like Trump or somebody like that. But somebody in their 80s that badly, when he's showing signs already like Biden and Mitch McConnell showing the signs, and y'all still voting these people in there, putting them in there, something wrong with y'all then. That's what that means. Something is wrong with you. Okay, I want y'all to look at this video right here. This is real proof that Biden is Obama's puppet. Listen to this closely. Do you hear me, Democrats and trolls and rhinos?
What you know now, do you wish like you had a third term? And I used to say, you know what, if I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony.
I'm happy to take questions if that's what I'm supposed to do, Nance, whatever you want me to do.
Am I on? No, we don't want him to talk.
It's an honor and a privilege, and I love working for President Biden.
More intimately, even to address the full Obama agenda of building back better.
Thank you. Vice President Biden, Vice President. That was a joke.
You hear what he calls him? Vice President Biden. Because he knows that he's running the country and it's not Biden. And you know that this clip is not when Biden was vice president because you got Kamala Harris standing on stage, okay? He said, just joking, just joking. He wasn't joking when he first said it, y'all. Pay attention. Did you pay attention to that? Go back and rewind it. And then he also said, what did he say? I have to write this stuff down. If I can make an arrangement with a front man, which he already did, made the arrangement. Biden is the front man, y'all. He's the front man. That's proof right there. He sat down there in that interview and said if he could make an arrangement to have a front man, then he would do another term. He's already doing the term, y'all. He's already doing it. And then they said with Obama's Build Back Better. So that's how we know too. Obama created that Build Back better. It wasn't Biden. So it's Obama's Build Back Better. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't believe this right here, something wrong with you. Okay. You need to go back in your mama's womb if you got one. Because I'm telling you, this right here is corruption overload. I want y'all to go down that comment section and tell me what y'all think about Tucker's prediction. Is he right? Will one of the two things happen? Will they try to assassinate Trump? Will they try to start a war with Russia and put everybody's life in jeopardy? Will they do that when they can make peace talks, but they refuse to do so? Now, if my man Trump was in there, we would have probably peace the first day with Putin and Russia and all the other countries that we fighting with, you know. So I want y'all to put it on down there in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. And thanks to every last one of y'all who watched this video to the end. Thank you so much. And on that note, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.